Today I'm going to be reading the top 5 most talented female rappers. Number 1, we got There Aren't Any. Number 2, None. Number 3, Shut Up About Your Pussy. Number 4, Still Aren't Any. And 5, No.
It's all by your side. You got it too long. You get it. You got it too long. You get it. You got it too long.
No, I do not believe in gender roles. My husband and I split all the chores equally. There's no like man chores or woman chores. This is not the 1950s. John.
This is my impression of a gender studies major in class. Girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Like, what are you guys studying? How do they actually give out a degree for that? That's madness.
There was this video I saw that I actually wanted to stitch, but it was not possible to stitch the video on the app. Anyway, whatever. It was this woman saying that, like, her friends, whenever she gets into an argument with her man, her friends will tell her, like, so what, girl? Like, curse him out. Like, who cares? Whatever. And she's like, I can't do that. Like, my man will literally hang up the phone on me. Like, he's not going to allow me to disrespect him. He's not going for that. Like, I can't do that. And I just want to say, like, I am not that friend. I am not the friend that's going to encourage you to curse your man out. I'm not going to be the one that's like, girl, F him. Like, let's keep it pushing. We don't need men. Like, come on, we can do our own thing. Like, I am not that. I'm not that. I'm not a feminist. I'm not a woman who is supporting the divide of women and men. Like, I'm not into that. Okay, I want people to be in love. I want people to have good relationships. And I'm going to give you the best possible advice as my friend that I could give you. If you don't want to hear that, that's up to you. But I'm never going to be a city girl. Like, I'm just never going to be that. I'm never going to be that type of person who is going to tell you something that can negatively impact your relationship just because I'm just telling you what you want to hear. Like, and that's a problem. A lot of women are around women that tell them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear.
Girls be like, oh, I want to be a stripper. So what's stopping you?
Try self-respect, morals, a desire to do good in the world and actually contribute, wanting a real relationship, being disgusted by sex trafficking, abuse, suicide, self-harm, and all the things that are a product of stripping and pornography. The fact that strippers are homewreckers, and that absolutely disgusts me. But let me assure you, I can dance, just not for nasty dollar bills. Ooh. That's for the right guy.
So a couple of weeks ago, a guy approached me. Of course I did what all girls do. Assumed he was a sexually charged pig, screamed, I have a boyfriend, before he could even get a word out, rolled my eyes, threatened to call the cops, and immediately relocated to a different spot in the coffee shop just so I could post a TikTok about it. Kidding. Here's how I actually handled it. I could sense this man's anxiety instantly, so I knew that there was romantic intent. But I entertained it how I would entertain any normal conversation. I let him introduce himself, I introduced myself, and made some brief small talk. It wasn't hard to establish very early on that I lived nearby with my boyfriend without ruining the conversation and his day. And maybe now this man won't be so nervous to approach other women. You might ask why I entertain a conversation with this guy if I have a boyfriend. Well, it's because I'm not a hypocrite. If I was single, I would hate it if women in relationships were being rude to single men because it would make them less likely to approach me. I'm not going to be part of the reason why men don't want to approach women anymore. If we want the modern dating world to change for the better, we as women have a duty to make these initial interactions that are already very intimidating for men as unintimidating as possible.
Men, if there's a lady who looks good and she's not a raging slut or a cheater, chances are she's taken. And for good reason. Especially in the West, you don't see gold bars laying on the ground, do you? But you do see fake dollar bills, so think about that the next time you run into an attractive lady who looks single. And if she politely says she has a boyfriend, just leave it at that and move on. Don't be a jackass, because you'll ruin it for everyone else. What do the commenters think? Top comment with 2K likes. This isn't just decency. This response is class and grace. This is how women used to act. That's why they were married or in a long-term relationship. Because they were worthy of being a wife, a mother, someone to have a man's surname. Back in the old days, single women were looked down upon, especially if they had no kids, because it said there was something wrong with them. Another commenter wrote, a lot of women don't understand how crippling and painful constant rejection feels like and what it does to your soul. Thank you for sharing this. Unfortunately, rejection is a large part of the male experience. That's what drives men to improve themselves physically and financially. But today's modern women live to reject men, And unfortunately for some men, they'll blast them on social media. This is why women aren't approached anymore, especially groups of women, aka hyenas. Dude responds to the comment, yet when it happens to them, they turn into the Hulk. Women cannot handle rejection. That's when the free easy mode trial turns to the regular mode, and all hell breaks loose for a cheat code on why a man rejected them. They shame him for having standards, claiming it's shallow, he doesn't like single moms, or misogynistic if he explains they look like OnlyFans performers, proving the very point why they were rejected. This is why you rarely see women in sales. A based Chad commented, "The other day, I approached a woman just to tell her I have a girlfriend. I then left." Oh man, that's hilarious. Can more men in relationships do this? Please.
How many kids do you have? You have 2.
16.
You do not.
Well, I count
Not the dog.
aborted
Not.
ones. So 2. And then 14 abortions.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
What if I was like,
I named them.
all of your
All of
abortions?
my abortions.
Same with the same person?
No, that would be insane if one woman had 14 abortions.
How did you
That
like
is
do this?
so many abortions.
How do you have the conversation like with the girl, or
How did I have what conversation?
like we're gonna not have this child?
Well, see that it's heavy gaslighting. Heavy gaslighting.
What a garbage man. And the part about 14 abortions, yeah, that'd be so insane for one woman to have 14 abortions, but not one man. Pro-choice men for ya. Real winners. Men advocate for abortion rights because abortion enables them to behave like this. He's also essentially just admitted to coercing the women that he slept with to kill their child via abortion. But when pro-choice men are abusive and they use abortion to their benefit like it's set up for them to do, the abortion lobby and its supporters look the other way. Ladies, for your own sake and the sake of your children, why would you give a trash man like this 1 second of your time, let alone your valuable and precious body? You are worth so much more than a man who's going to treat you like a sex doll and then gaslight you, maybe Venmo you for some money to kill your child via abortion. You're worth so much more than that. Plus, your child is deserving of a father who will love and protect their life from the moment it begins, which is conception. What a garbage video. I cannot believe he posted that.
If you don't know who that man is, it's Daniel Tosh from Tosh.0 on Comedy Central. A tall, good-looking comedian who's famous and rich. He's part of the 1% of all men. He's a feminist or pro-choice male because he doesn't want to pay the consequences of his actions. That is his commitment and resources if there's a pregnancy. This is who abortion helps the most, not the thoughts getting them, because although they can get back on the carousel immediately, they get the side effects, like higher rate of cancer, depression, risk of sterilization, and so on. And I'm willing to bet Tosh had them sign contracts. If they got pregnant, they must get an abortion and he pays for it. And so, the next time you see these thoughts complain about men gaslighting, just know they're not talking about the average guy they don't even notice. They're talking about the top 10% men that use them for the facial target practice. A lot of the commenters claim Tosh is joking with comments like, "That's comedian Daniel Tosh, he is joking." Okay, maybe we don't know who Daniel Tosh is, but I'm pretty sure he's joking. This is Tosh.0. He's a comedian and this is a skit. This is misleading. This Daniel Tosh, it's not real. I don't know, to be honest. He can use comedy as a plausible deniability, so it's hard to tell. But there's always some truth in jokes if this is a shock joke. A feminist commented, "What's your opinion on the 2 11 and 13-year-olds who died giving birth to their rapist's baby?" Feminists will always bring up the most extreme cases as if that's the norm to justify their actions. Only 1% of women who get abortions are from rape or incest. A woman responds to the comment, "Really? Who? Where? Empty propaganda." She responds, "Literally Google it. Last time I did, 2 cases came up right away." Google? That's cute, the feminist responds. What's cute is the utter stupidity and ignorance coming from you pro-lifers. You're not pro-lifers, you just want control over women. Apparently, this feminist isn't too bright. Tosh or someone like him controlled women to abort their kids. Another person asks, again, what is the source? Where did this happen? The feminist finally answers, Luana Costa, 11-year-old who died after giving birth to a 43-year-old man sexually assaulting her for 2 years. It sounds like a single mom, aka feminism, was responsible for this one. How does a degenerate get to assault a little girl for a period of time? He dates the deadbeat single mom, while anti-family courts are making the real father jump through hoops and pay child support to get supervised visitation. The men that the single mom dates don't even get a background check ran on them. Oh, and because of feminism, That 43-year-old rapist will probably have a taxpayer-funded sex change in prison so he can be sent to a women's prison to violate more women. Thanks, feminism.
Okay, I can't ignore this anymore. It's been bugging me for 2 days. You treat your husband like a roommate. He's been paying all the bills, taking care of your ass for 30 years. And then if you just decide to, you just leave him, take all of his shit and destroy him. Is this sarcasm? Or are you kind of serious? You see, your name is already Karen, so that's why I'm a little suspicious that it might be a joke. Now, in the unfortunate circumstance that that's not a joke, we have a major problem. I mean, you did give me the gift of proving my point as to why men just fucking stay the fuck away from women anymore. It's because of people like you. So 30 years deep, and you don't even have enough respect for him to even keep that comment to yourself. You're not even afraid to broadcast it to the whole fucking world about the power that you've got and how you could wreck him after his fucking faithful devotion taking care of you for 30 years. And you sound like you're proud of it. Karen, I hope karma comes knocking on your door here one day soon and delivers you a package that you have not only earned, but truly deserve. Plumb full of pain, misery, suffering, and shame. And we wonder why men are bitter.
Whether it's a joke or not, we don't know, but this is how many modern women who are married act. They know they have the gynocentric dictatorship on their side. If they chose to rob their husband of his wealth with a divorce and alimony, why do you think marriage is at an all-time low in the West? It's 6 suckers out of every 1,000 men who are signing their rights away. This is why. In Canada, it's even worse. If you cohabitate with the opposite sex for 2 weeks, the feminist state will view it as a marriage and allow the live-in girlfriend to be entitled to the man's resources if the relationship ends. Let's see the comments. An old man comments, 32 years hoping for the best. She got half of everything and I have to pay her for the rest of my life, and I get nothing but a wasted life. Another man responds to the comment, I with you, brother. With her for 40 married, for 35, and by the grace of God, he got me out of it. The man should become a passport bro and leave the country for good. He can retire early and even better, not pay his ex-wife robber another dime. This is another reason why you need to put your assets in a trust and form an LLC to be the buffer of the money you have. Talk to your local trust and business lawyer about that. You need one even if you're not or will ever be married, because it's now also getting to the point with states like New York. A kiss on the cheek can be considered an assault, so some gold digger or feminist criminal can now try to rob you on trumped-up charges. No pun intended. This is what Trump is going through, with some hag that no one would want to screw her in her prime. And because of a feminist judge, she may get $80 million for a kiss on the cheek 50 years ago. Another comment says, why would anybody marry knowing what the consequences are is beyond me. It ain't worth it. That's why I make these videos, to warn men in the West. Another man comments, no, very real. This is the mindset of many, many women. Seen it so many times. Mindset is the right word. These modern women, once they get you to sign the dotted line with the state, can blackmail you for the rest of your life and act any way they want. They can even deny you sex and at the same time openly cheat with someone else. This is the Thought 304 retirement plan. Another guy commented, this literally just happened to me Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Talk about a punch to the gut. Another comment, exactly what happened. 20-year marriage and knew if I left I'd be broke. I did it anyway. I'd rather be broke. How much of a bitch does she need to be for the guy to rather be divorce raped than spend another minute with her? That's when the mask comes off and they don't have to work for anything. This is why girlfriends make better wives, because the girlfriends continuously have to qualify themselves for that commitment. Another man, spend 33 years. She had a second life on the side, siphoned money and then took everything. Moved in with him and kids no longer have communications. Having shared accounts is another major mistake in a marriage besides the marriage with the state itself. Because while you're at work busting your ass to make the money, she's spending it like she won a shopping spree. There are many more comments like these on just this one TikTok video. And if after reading these real accounts of what happened to these men didn't convince you to go MGTOW, You must have been dropped on your head or licked lead paint as a kid. Or want to be kicked in the balls for the rest of your life.
So we're probably going to get some hate for this, but we're going to do it anyways. If you're with a truck driver, dating or married, whether they were a truck driver when you met them or they became a truck driver after, you signed up for that when you chose to stay. Now, I'm going to explain to you what the hell you signed up for. So if you chose to stay and you don't work, you have a job. His job is to go out there and drive and bring home the bacon and pay the bills so you can stay at home and take care of kids. So here's your job. Your job's to hold down the damn fort. You cook, you clean, you do laundry, you take care of the kids. That's your job. That's what you signed up for. That's what you chose when you decided to stay with somebody who was a truck driver. Here's what is not your job. Your job is not to call him and pick fights with him because he has to stay out an extra day or a week. Your job is not to call him and tell him all the gossip of the whole damn neighborhood. He doesn't care that Sally's brother's sister's uncle's girlfriend is cheating on him. He don't care. He's got bigger fish to fry. He's got bigger things to worry about. Your job is also not to call him and bitch about the kids not listening to you, because your job is to take care of the kids, which means make them listen. He can't do shit. He ain't home. That part is not his job. Also, don't come in my comments like, oh, I'm a single mom. No, you're not. No, you ain't. You ain't a single mom. You don't know what being a single mom is like. Being a single mom is called working 1, 2, or 3 jobs, figuring out how the hell you're going to pay your own damn bills because you don't have anybody. You have somebody. He's on the road. He's paying the bills so you can sit at home and drink triple venti soy lattes. You don't know what being a single mom is all about. Also, before you come in my comments, I've been the single mom. I worked the 2, 3 jobs to take care of my 3 sons in the mid-90s and early 2000s. So I know about being a single mom. I also know about being the wife of a man on the road. I was married to a railroad engineer. I cooked, I cleaned, I did laundry, I took care of the kids, took them to school, all their practices and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I cooked every damn night. You know why? So he had food to take with him on the road. This is why I know what the hell your job is. So if you can't handle it, don't be with a truck driver, okay? Let him go. Because there's a woman out there who would appreciate him and would take care of him the way he needs to be taken care of. There's a woman out there who would be happier than a pig in shit when he comes home versus him walking in the door and you bitching at him. So, bring on the hate, ladies. I'm ready.
Big props to this lady for standing up for the man she married. Obviously, she's not a spring chicken and road worm. No pun intended. She said she was a single mom because she was married to a railroad engineer, which is a fancy title for a train driver. Maybe he died. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt since she's standing up for a blue man. Whatever the case may be, she makes a good point. Stay-at-home mom isn't a free ride, as the house needs to be cleaned, kids needs to be raised, and my suggestion, if you're going to be gone a lot because of your job, like you have to go overseas because you're in the military, don't be in a relationship. Don't have kids at this part of your life, because you being gone a lot is almost no different than your significant other being a single mom. That's why the divorce rate is so high with these traveling jobs. What do the comments say? Feminist comments, making the money and working doesn't mean he gets a get-out-of-jail-free card to parenting and being a partner. This is why you can't marry a modern woman. You provide them a stay-at-home lifestyle and it's still not enough. When she claims being a partner, she means also doing 50% of the house chores despite you making 100% of the income. Spend the only day you can rest by watching the kids so she can do nothing the whole day. Trucker's wife commented, "You missed the whole point of the video, but okay, you're entitled to your perspective." The key word is entitled. That's what most feminists are. And a feminist responded, "No, I got the point. You do realize it's not the 50s anymore, right?" This is what a lot of feminists say. It's not the 1950s. Well then, dumb bitch, find a male who wears dresses then, because most good men want a 1950s lifestyle with a trad wife. Man comments, "My wife retired early so she can be on the road with me. I drive and do all manual labor. She handles all paperwork and finances. We're a great team." Congrats to him. Some of these super rigs are like RVs. They have a TV, toilet, kitchen, sink, so if it's just a couple, and the trucker can go to a different city every week or couple of days, it's probably like a road trip but getting paid for it. Another man comments, that's why a lot of them don't stay, and why most of us are alone. They like us but hate our job. These modern women need to understand there's a catch with making six figures. The job is either going to be hard, super dangerous, require a lot of technical schooling, or use up a lot of time. Not a lot of men can make six figures and live a normal life, especially in this bad economy. Does it suck that the careers like truckers is gone 6 days per week? Yes, but these men doing it to provide a comfortable life for their family. This is why if you do get married, it should be overseas to a traditional woman, who'd be grateful that she can stay home and raise the kids. Passport Bro movement is taking the internet by storm and triggering a lot of single used up women in its wake. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.